Hi there guys, it's Lee here from Bleeped Up Productions, and today it is a Saturday, so obviously I'm bringing you a Coventry career mode. Got my tongue muddled up there, but anyway, yeah, last week I was at SmogCon, so there wasn't an episode up last week, so today is episode 7. We are halfway through the season, and I'm super excited. If this is the first time you've ever seen any of this content, guys, why don't you click that lovely thumbnail on the screen, and yeah, why not subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and if you've come back for more, thank you for the support. But anyway, we're going to get straight into this episode, and we are against Newcastle, and Newcastle in the FA Cup. We should beat Newcastle. So I decided to motivate our boys in the press conference, and this is one of the first games we have in the FA Cup, so hopefully we can pull off a win, because we've played Newcastle several times in the league, and we've played them and we've beat them, so we should be able to beat them at home nonetheless, in the soaking rain in the FA Cup. Now I'm going to tell you now, guys, Newcastle do have a good squad, I'm not going to lie. They have one of my favourite players in the world, Kabay, but yeah, he's no longer at the club, so yeah, Newcastle is no longer my favourite squad. I might jump on the PSG bandwagon because of good old Kabay, but that's talking real football. Let's see what we're going to do in this episode, and as you can see, our players are running up. Ryan Gold has been playing phenomenal for us so far this season, so hopefully he can play really well today. So let's get into our first highlight. As you can see, Marco Lopez does a fantastic ball to Barton, and Barton cuts inside and has a shot, and it's just on the off the outside of the post. Here we go, we've got a replay coming up here. He takes a heavy touch, but he regains his composure, but it hits the post. And here we go, Ryan Gold, look at that, what a ball that is. And somehow Musa gets control of it, but his shot is blocked and Newcastle clear. And again, here we go, we've got John Fleck doing a fantastic ball, and this time it's Lopez, he's one-on-one, and Krul again with a fantastic save. But guess what? Newcastle have an opportunity, and Vera is all the way through. Look at Vera go. He has a shot, and he hits the inside of the post, and then we clear for a corner. But also, Frank Musa gets a yellow card here, guys. He absolutely obliterates Anita there, and I thought I'd put it in the highlights because it made me chuckle when I did a bad tackle on him. But here we go, we've got Frank Musa doing a delightful through ball to EB, and look at this, EB's using his pace, he's through on goal, he's only got Krul to beat, and he hits it straight at his feet. Unbelievable. Ryman accidentally right there, but that is half time, guys. We went in 0-0, and I had to bring in some extra players because some of our players were let's say tired, and I didn't want to get them injured. But as you can see on the screen right now there, watch EB, he pulls a hamstring. That is not good. I had to sub him off for Leon Clark. And you know what, this is pretty much the highlights of the second game. We had a shot and it went wide. It was all a possession battle, there was nothing going on, and we finished this game 0-0. But the worst part about it is, guys, there it is. Jordan Eby has torn his hamstring and he will be out for 3 months. That is very, very bad news for us. But moving on, we have Sheffield Wednesday in the Capital One Cup now. So in the press conference, I decided to motivate our boys because we're down. One of our best players that we have on loan is out for 3 months, so we need to win this game. And it's against Sheffield Wednesday. And we've played really well in the Capital One Cup, actually, guys. We've done pretty decent for ourselves. We've knocked out a few big teams, and we're coming into the final stages of actually, we could win the cup. We can do this. And, we are at home again in the rain. And we are going against Sheffield Wednesday. And actually, Antonio is playing against us. I think that's the player there, Antonio, right there. Well, one of those two guys. And he's joining our team at the end of the season. So hopefully he will, give us a bit of a great awakening. But as you can see, look at this, guys. Barton is through on goal. And he puts it wide. He puts it wide by a country mile. Look at that. That is just, oh my gosh, so depressing. He puts it wide by a country mile. But as you can see, here we go. Sheffield Wednesday are on the attack. And these cheeky over-the-top balls were really causing us problems. As you can see, there was one on the 27th minute. But here's another one. Look, and he's through on goal in the 31st minute. But our defence can't seem to get the ball off him. And he has a shot. And thank goodness that Aduya is, you know, well, let's just say thank goodness for him. He's playing really well for us at the moment. And we go into half-time 0-0. And as you can see, EB's effect on the game has really hurt us. But again, down to tiredness and so many games clumping up together, I have to rest players, otherwise we'll get more key injuries. So, coming up with this next highlight, we have Leon Clark, who was subbed on. And yeah, yeah, look at this effort. Yeah, nowhere near. But as you can see, I wanted to get a goal and I've been playing too eager. And look at this, I throw it right back to them, but our keeper again, Ondua, is just playing phenomenal, and he absolutely does a phenomenal save here. Look, the player's one-on-one, and he gets a hand to it and palms it over the bar. But here we go, on the 85th minute here, we'll pick up the action, and Johnson here picks up the ball, he crosses it, and look who rises. Antonio. The guy that we are bringing in the next season, that he's already agreed terms to. He has to score against us. And we are down 1-0, and we lose to Sheffield's Wednesday in the Capital One Cup, which is quite unfortunate. But we're going to get straight into game 21, guys, of the Barclays Premier League. And you know what? I'm super excited for this game because we're against Everton. And Everton are a very good team, guys. They have a quality group of players there, and under Martinez they might be doing very well. As you can see, Fellaini is still there due to not having Xbox Live. I do not have the update, so he's not at Man United, so hopefully he won't cause us any problems today as we take on Everton. And as we see the Premier League table, guys, we are currently 4th on 42 points and everyone else is on 44, 45. But here we go, on the 4th minute, Leon Clark does a fantastic interception, Surigu saves, but Frank Musa is there on the 6th minute to put in the tasty rebound. Yeah, Everton have Surigu, unbelievable. But as you can see, Leon Clark here puts a foot out. Should have really finished this, but Surigu does a phenomenal save, but he's not going to get to the second one, and Musa puts it in the bottom corner. And as you can see, Everton started to press us, and press us, and on the 41st minute, we can't clear properly, and there he is, the big head man himself, Fellaini, on the 43rd minute decides to punish us. And really, this game was really about a midfield battle. It was just going back and forth in possession. But what a great finish there by Fellaini. And we go into half-time 1-1, guys, against Everton. And you know what? I was feeling a bit confident because, you know, they do have a really good squad. And as you can see, Frank Musa here does a fantastic through ball to Leon Clark. And what a save that is by Sirigu. And that was creeping into the bottom corner. We'll pick up the action again, and Musa here to Gold, and Gold, I think one of our players, I think that's Webster on the ground, but what a shot and save by Sirigu there. Yeah, it was Andy Webster who was down in the penalty box from a corner we had earlier, but what a fantastic through ball there by Lopez to find Barton, and Barton crosses it, and Schreifler here. Schreifler is our young 17-year-old striker who I decided to play for one game. Had a golden opportunity, but Duffy threw himself in front of it. But here we go, Musa has an opportunity here, and that goes wide. And that is quite unfortunate, but on the replay it looks like it's going in, and it bends away just at the last minute. And we take a 1-1 draw against Everton, which, you know, I'm not going to complain because Everton are a pretty good squad. And here we go, we have the second leg of our Newcastle game, guys, that we drew with in the beginning of this episode, and I decided to motivate the boys. And by motivating them, I decided to go to a couple of teams, like in the Spanish League, to try and find a decent youngish player. And I found this guy called Kadar, a youngster from Atletico Madrid, and his stats really impressed me, guys. So you know what? I decided to approach Atletico Madrid with a sum of £500,000 to bring him in. Just because, you know, Ryan Gold and a few of our other players are getting injured, I wanted to have a reliable backup, just in case our players do get hurt, you know, again. So here we go, we're going to have the second leg of the FA Cup game against Newcastle, guys, and we are at St James's Park. And I decided in this game, guys, to really play an attacking game, but also I decided to play Streifler. He's our 17-year-old. He's our 17, I think he's either Belgium or German. I think he's German. And I picked him up as a free agent just because he said that he looked like he was showing good promise. So hopefully he can do well for us today. And as you can see, we are shaking hands and the game is underway. And here we go. Our first highlight here, Gold does a fantastic ball to Christie. And Christie is off on his bike. He passed it to Fleck. He chips it in here, Christie. And look who's on the end of it. Schreifler. Yes, our 17-year-old puts it in the back of the net on the 4th minute. Tim Krul was nowhere to be found. Fantastic running by Christie and a cheeky cross. And he rises to the occasion, no pun intended there, by Schreifler. And as you can see, Sissoko does a fantastic ball here to Amiobi. And Amiobi has a shot, but he puts it wide. He should have really buried that opportunity. But here we go. We'll pick up the action again. And Debuchy here has a beautiful cross. And look at that. It comes off our own player. And it hits the bar twice. Yeah, Debuchy here, as you can see, out-muscling our left back. And yeah, it hits the bar twice, which is very bizarre. But we'll pick up the action here. And Williamson has a free kick. And it goes straight over the bar, and Taylor's through on goal, and what a save by Undua again, and we clear, and we go into half-time with a 1-0 lead. So hopefully we can get away with a win here. So we'll pick up the action here, and Gold has a great corner in, and Barton here, what a save that was by Krul. Krul's really keeping him in it this game, guys. But here we go, we've got Amiobi and Kabai combining here on the left, and Kabai passes it to, I can't even pronounce that name, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But he gets a cross in, and we can't seem to get the ball off Newcastle here a little bit. See, we just seem to get it back, and then they have a shot, but it's wide by Sammy Amiobi. So Ryan Gold here passes this to Streifler, and Streifler to John Fleck. And John Fleck just uses a bit of his pace and uses his strength to keep on going. And he's going to have a shot, and it hits Krul. But I thought that would have penalty because he was pulling him back a little bit, but the referee doesn't give it. So on the 90th minute, we'll pick it up here again, and Gold passes it to Musa. And Musa has an effort here, and then Krul again is equal to the task. And from the following corner, John Fleck whips the ball in, and it goes straight out to Musa. And Musa passes it to Gold, and Gold has an effort, but Krul again does a phenomenal save, guys. I cannot believe this. So here we go. We'll pick it up at the action on this replay, and Gold, this is going in, and look at that, Krul with safety in his hands. But we go through to the next round of the FA Cup with a 1-0 lead, with Streifler, our 17-year-old, picking up the winning goal for us. And you know what? Here we go. We get our bid back from Atletico Madrid, and they said that the price they want an extra £25,000. So you know what? I decided to match it because we definitely have enough money. We have almost 2 million, so we want to make sure we can bring in some talent in the January transfer window. So I decided to see that, and we'll see in the next episode, guys, if they decide to accept it. But as you can see on the screen, guys, thank you for watching. This has been a Coventry career mode, guys. If you haven't seen the last episode, you can click that thumbnail there to go to the last. If the next episode is out, you can click on that right now to go to the next one. And if you've enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, guys. And if you want to check out any more of my content, you can click the view channel tab there as well. Also, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Following us will be much appreciated. So guys, until next week, take care, oh yeah, and have a good one.